The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Tua.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua on the screen. This is Edmonds. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Trent Sherfield, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. We get our first look at this New York Jets offense. Really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson.
He'll drop that down to Carter underneath.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Were able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tua now on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always said, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 58 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great...
To a hit, and the ball is out.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Here's Berrios.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now the second-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now the first running back drafted in April. This is Breece Hall. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And not able able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. To throw again on second down. Tua. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 15. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away as he's on to punt for Miami. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. They'll go again with Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
2nd down and 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Wilson. This will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And now before the ball changes, so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, here's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
On 2nd and goal.
Tua hit, and the ball is out.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
He's going to look deep for more. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Wilson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was Zach Wilson who took it in himself on the touchdown run to cap it off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Tua to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They hand it off to Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to get in for 6. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, a great grab by Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 45 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Zerline good with a PAT. His guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Play action. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
A give up the middle to Carter.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe some.
Touchdown, Jets! Tyler Conklin, an touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can do it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now a give to Edmonds. Oh, good move. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and goal. Tua looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
The kick by Sanders is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Paul on a give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
82 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
They go play action with Wilson. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Here's Edmonds. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He is going to find Hill here. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
To his throw, caught by Ezukama.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down.
Tua
Out left to Shaheen. Shifts by him.
and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
Down inside the 10.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hall.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 57 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 10 yards out.
And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Brees Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit. And
all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Wilson. That's a screen play here for Carter. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Give to Hall running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Miami, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.